Welcome to my yard, otherwise known as the backyard barnyard. May 29th or 30th, I forget which. I think it's the 30th. Memorial Day weekend, 2016. My water lilies are blooming. 2 of them. And the water iris is blooming. And some of the yellow water iris is still blooming. It's kind of hard to see from here. And the filter irises are blooming a little bit later than the in the pond ones, but they are blooming. I actually came out to work on the pond rocks around. As you can see, I have my shovel out anyway. I did do a little bit of weeding. It's too hot. I don't want another sunburn, so I'm going back inside where it's cool. Starting at the front again, we have my little flower bed. The irises are done, except for that last one. The daylilies have not yet begun. I have trimmed up all of the daffodil leaves. I need to put something in front of that box for this summer. I don't know what. We'll think of something. Jada barking at everybody that goes by. The cabbages are doing well. No real sign of life yet from the carrots, but evidently they take a while, so we'll see. Let's see. The stuff that I thought was kohlrabi was radish, so I pulled those all out and ate them because they were delicious. That was the whole point of having them. What I thought was radish doesn't appear to be radishing. No little balls or anything. So I'm not sure what it is. Hence my label. The beets are still doing their little thing there, being beets. And the not kohlrabi bed is definitely radish, so I put in 4 rows of more radish seeds because they do grow quickly and well. Turnips are about 50% success. Something got that one there in the middle, and I don't know what happened to that one. It's just not there. But we have turnips growing. And the king of the north peppers are that one, and that one there in the row that way. And the other 4 little ones are the chocolate bell peppers. It'd be nice if they tasted like chocolate, but that isn't happening. And that's the littlest, weakest one. I had to surround that one so I didn't accidentally weed it. Yes, I'm prone to doing things like that. The mint is still being catmint in its buckets. That one looks really sad. But it's growing, so okay. And it's not in the ground being in the way. And the hosta, baby hostas are growing back there. They're gonna get moved somewhere else later. Weeded out the walkway. A lot of weeds along there. A big pile of them right there I have to take out and dump in the chicken run. They'll take care of them. Grind them up. If they don't eat them, they'll grind them up underfoot. Claw, whatever. And the lawn needs mowed. All of those weeds that I yanked out will get chopped up by the mower. Not a problem. And that is my end of May roundup for the front yard. The viburnum, as you can see, is done. And now for the backyard portion of the backyard barnyard. I rearranged the deck chairs. Those folding chairs there get set on either side of the table there when it's no chance of rain. Doesn't look like there's a chance of rain now, but it was very cloudy earlier. Let's see, I got the sunflowers going very well here. Cauliflower in the pots on either side. They're, from what I've seen, a rather architectural looking plant and kind of nifty. Moved the bar over on this side next to the grill. Over there in the big wooden box there are the cushions for the bar chairs there. So they are now out of the garage. Some leftover plants, tomatoes. There's my little pumpkin. I'm not really sure where to put him yet. The daylily that the chickens did not manage to kill. The rhubarb that the chickens did not manage to kill. My 10 strawberries in the ground. One in the pot here. And one in the hanging basket over there. Pear tree. I've had a little bit of fruit drop. I think I saw 2 little baby pears on the ground earlier. Not sure where they went. Squirrel might have taken them away. Something like that. Walking around. I haven't done anything to the path. Haven't even weeded that part. Water irises are being very gorgeous this year. My lilac haze daylily has come back from the attempted homicide by chickens. Water lilies. And I think if I come around here, I actually did try to start working on this the other day, and it was just too stinking hot on my back. But if you zoom in there, I think you might be able to see tadpoles, pollywogs. They're black against the black liner, so it's kind of hard to see them probably on this camera. Oh, there's a lovely spider web across the pond. I wonder if that's going to show up on the camera. Some of the goldfish that are in there. They're just fish, nothing special, no fancy koi, no nothing. The first few years we had this pond back, mumble years ago, actually about 20 years, we had a fancy fantail that we were told that they don't like to winter over, that they are delicate, and you should bring them inside in some sort of an aquarium. We never did. It's a good thing fish don't know how to read the instructions, because it lived for, I don't know, 5 years, something like that. And then all of a sudden it was gone. It even survived a snake attack. A garter snake tried to drag it out by its tail. That is a zucchini. And that's a zucchini. They seem to be about double the size I put them in just a few days ago. So that's good. And one of my little gargoyle guardians And we'll walk around this way and take a look at the yellow iris and my chives blossoms here. I picked, about half of them to make some chive-infused chive-infused vinegar. My lamium dead nettle is blooming like a crazy idiot. More of the water iris in the biofilter. That's the blue tub that's inside there. It's filled with lava rock to filter the water for the pond. And I guess I need to weed that. There's always something, isn't there? Hi, Dupla. Coming around this way. I am absolutely loving having this fence up. Mabel, not so much. She's taken to flying up on my arm when I come out to visit her. But the Rose de Bern tomatoes, that cage isn't really there for the tomato, it's just there because I needed a place to put it. Those are doing quite well. What are you guys? I forget. Oh, the Romanesco broccoli. They're doing well. The Creeping Charlie has completely hidden all of the rocks. I haven't put anything in there yet. That's all weeds. Oh, you're looking a bit wilted. You need some water. I'll have to get the bucket out. That's just mixed salad greens. Nothing fancy. I moved the chimenea from right about there over to here with big heavy comfy chair there. The lower Adirondacks next to the table that I made out of a wood stove base about 6 years ago, I guess it was. Using leftover floor tile from my dad's house when he built it. And I still have a stack of tiles left. I don't know what to do with them. I don't need another tabletop. And under the orange daylilies that are half from my mother-in-law and father-in-law's house and half from my grandmother's farm, I just shuffled them all up. This is her new roosting, nesting spot. She's taken to hiding under here. Miss Mabel, say hi to the camera. Say hi, Mabel. Yeah, you listen about as good as the kids do. And anybody want a Rose of Sharon? I didn't plant it, it just showed up one year, and I've tried killing it a couple of times. Zippy, you want to say hi? Say hi, Zippy. No? Come on, give me a crow. Thank you. Nothing in there. We are required by law, I guess, to have a dog house in the backyard, even though we have a covered porch for the dog to get under. Or, you know, she's got shelter, but we're required by law to have a dog house, so we have a dog house. She's afraid of it. She won't go in it. Anyway, the chickens seem to like being underneath the water barrels, which is fine. It's nice and cool under there, and I've put their water dish out here, so all I have to do is turn it on every morning and fill it up, and boy, are they drinking out of that one. They seem to like that a lot better than their hanging bucket that's in their coop over there. Let's see, spinning you around so you get nice and dizzy. Back this way we have blueberries coming, I hope. I do have netting for them. Big old honkin' weed we're gonna get rid of. More blueberries on this bush. This is the big poofy bush. It's in the middle. I don't remember which bush is which. We have 3 different varieties. And this one did have some blooms on it, but I don't see any evidence of it now. Oh, here. Nope, that's just a leaf. Well, anyway, then over on this side, we have the grape tomato, slowly getting bigger. The National Pickler cucumber. And I did get those swapped out. The big guy helped me move those so that I could have use out of those cages I was so stinking proud of. Broccoli's still there. I still don't have a place for it. Those beds aren't ready yet. 1 mixed beet. I have to find a place for that. Oh, some wilted. I really need to water. They were fine last night. I need to water today. Cauliflower over here is doing okay. And the butternut squash is doing okay. And the straight 8 cucumber hasn't broken through yet. And that's pretty much it for in here. This is the same as the other side of the poly house. Cherry tree's got some lush leaves on it. The cauliflower's doing well. Brussels sprout, Brussels sprout. The Brussels sprout that I thought was eaten has come back. Another Brussels sprout. Spinach, the perpetual spinach. The parsnips, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 out of the 12, maybe 6. I don't seem to be having very good luck with parsnips. The rutabagas, on the other hand, are doing quite well. Rutabagas, Swedes. I think if I'm writing it down, I'm going to use Swede because it's easier to spell. And my Roma tomatoes, look how lush. In just a week, they have really filled out nicely. And now that I found out my kohlrabi is radish, I put a row of it along here, in between the 2 marigold plants, using those as a straight line marker, and those have already sprung up. And I thought, why not? We'll throw a row of carrots in between these 2 little markers here that are supposed to hold those solar lights, but the solar lights broke, so I'm using them as markers. Over here in this bed, on this side, we have yellow wax beans. I think I finally have enough good weather and fencing away from the chickens that those will work. On this side we have Blue Lake pole beans, and I see I've got 1 pole that doesn't have anything. I'll stick 2 or 3 around that one. And that one's a little skimpy, just has the 1, so I could throw another bean in there, it'll be fine. And, oh, my 1 lone little cherry on the cherry tree. I think this is the Bing. I think. There's my 1 cherry. My 1 lone little cherry. Hi, George. Yes, I named it. I don't care. I'm not saying. And that's the Tartarian, and that one over there is the Stella. Hummingbird feeder has seen action from at least one boy and one girl hummer. The hummingbird feeder out on the front porch is almost empty. Don't know why it's seeing more action than this one, but it is. And, oh yes, the pear tree over here that we walked right by and forgot to take note of. I love my fence. I love my gate. My gate that isn't supposed to be a gate. These are actually fence panels. 2 for $25 at Lowe's. So I got 2 sets. They make really nice gates if you can manage to do a redneck rig with the hinging of it. I made it do. Look at all of these baby pears. This tree puts out so many. I am going to go great gangbusters canning them, more so than I did last year. Last year I got a little bit tired and didn't do as much of these as I did well, I was fighting doing a lot of apples too because our tree was so prolific last year. So this year it's going to be canned pears like crazy. I only have 1 quart left and I'm holding off as much as I can on eating it. I still have some pear applesauce and I have, I think, 2.5 quarts of apples. This tree is just going to give us lots of apples, or pears this year. Barring some weird weather catastrophe or something. But I figure it will produce. And this pear, I did see some baby pears up in it somewhere, but I don't know where they are now. This tree likes to taunt me by having its fruit way up high out of reach, even with the pole picker that we've got. So I don't see any. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe on that branch there. That might be a baby pear. It might not be. It might just be a weirdly shaped leaf. And I did buy something to sieve all of those rocks with. It's actually something that you're supposed to set things on so you don't fall through the grill when you're charcoaling. Here it is. It's a little grill. It's a set of 2 or 3. It's a grill topper. I don't know if you can see that through there. There you go. So that small foods don't get burnt up by falling through. But I figure it'd make a great sieve, and then once I'm done sieving, I can always use it for grilling. And that's the end of May's backyard barnyard tour. The front fenced yard is a jungle. I'm not taking you out there until I'm going to actually do something out there. It's a wild thicket of raspberries and I don't even want to think about it. So on that note, from the backyard barnyard, have a great day.